Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this video I am going to talk about my 5 favorite anime shows from this year. 2019 is almost over, 2020 is going to be a blast. There are so many interesting anime coming up, but let's look past a little bit and look at all of the shows we had this year and choose our favorites. I chose 5 and I'm going to talk a little bit about them here, and I just want to say that I haven't really planned this. I didn't write a script about the shows I like, and I'm just gonna talk about things that come on top of my head while talking about those shows. And the shows are not ranked. I'm not ranking them from like worst to best or least favorite to most favorite. No, I'm just going to talk about my 5 favorites with no order of preference because I really didn't think about that. So I'm going to start with the most obvious choice. You all knew I was going to talk about this here. Twinkle Precure. This has been the love of this year for me. I have really lived and enjoyed every single second of this season. Every single song, every single image, every single transformation, every single attack. I just enjoyed everything. I really lived Twinkle. Like, I know it's not over, but it's almost there. And I don't think that like anything that could happen in the end would tarnish this season for me so that it wouldn't be here in my favorites. You know, I have high hopes for the ending of Twinkle, but I believe that what the season have delivered so far, it's already top notch, and I really love this. You know, lovable characters, lovable plot, and you know, like the way they crafted the story and they crafted each character individually and as a group. I really loved it, and you guys know how much I love Elena, how much I praise her as a character because I really like her. And you know, just I don't think there's much to say about Twinkle here since I talk so much about it here on the channel. And I just want to say that I think that this is a very special Precure season for so many reasons. I think they give a lot of love to their transformations with the songs, and I think that the characters are beautifully crafted as well. All the 5 of them are beautifully created and nicely developed, and I think they had a good time writing those characters. And you know, this season has been a season that brought us very different and out-of-the-box designs in terms of the characters and the Precures, you know, like their costumes. I think this season really gave something different, and I applaud them for that because that must be very hard to animate. Really, that must be really hard to animate. And the songs, especially the endings of Twinkle, they are amongst the best endings in the Precure franchise. I think Puppy People Romantic is probably the best ending ever. And so, like, there are so many other things I could say about Twinkle, but let's talk about something else. Another show that I really, really enjoyed in 2019 is Sarazan Mai. Sarazan Mai is from Kunihiko Ikuhara. Ikuhara is a god. To me, like, the work he does is very intricate and deep, and he brings so many different layers. And I liked that some years ago he did Yurikuma Arashi, and now he did Sarazan Mai. I think they talk a lot about homosexual relationships, especially like with Yurikuma Arashi we had women, and now in this one we have men. And so like he really showed a lot of layers of love and relationships, even though Yurikuma Arashi focused more on that and Sarazan Mai not so much. They focused in lots of different dramas, but love was there in lots of different aspects, but romantic love between men were there. And you know, me as a gay man in my 30s, I like seeing that in the things I watch. And unfortunately, it's not much. I know sometimes I do grasp for straws in some of the media I consume, and that's a bad thing, but I really have to applaud every time people do that and put that in their works. You know, like in Sarazan Mai, Reo and Mabu, like, come on, their story is so beautiful. And Sarazan Mai is a bold, anime in so many different aspects, and I think that in storytelling it's top notch, and in the visual parts it's also top notch. And I believe that both of them, they come together very well to create this surreal experience, which is Sarazanmai. It's hard to explain Sarazanmai to someone who haven't seen it, because it's like, how do you explain the story? How do you explain the kappas and all of the magic and everything, and all of the circles, and like this thing about connecting and trying to connect to other people? It's a theme. It's a very difficult theme, I think, to work with, and Sarazanmai did it perfectly. So if you haven't seen Sarazanmai, please do yourself a favor and watch it. Sometimes I think, like, I really like seeing how other people react to it, because I feel like it's a very personal experience, because there are so many ways of seeing things and so many ways of dealing with how Sarazanmai gives you the information. And that's one of the beauties of Sarazanmai. So please do yourself a favor. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because even if you don't like the show, you're gonna take something from it, because it's strong and it's powerful. And talking about powerful, I'm going to talk about another powerful show in a different aspect, which is Given. Given was a very beautiful surprise to me. I am not, like, as I said, I'm a gay man, but I don't usually go for that specific type of media, which is boys love in like in manga or even in anime most times. Even though I do check out the most recent works, because when I was younger, I used to look at those media, like, for example, Sekai Ichi Hatsukoi, Gravitation, and I didn't like them. I didn't think I connected to them in any way. And so when I saw Given, I thought, I'm going to give it a chance. And honestly, I think that's the best thing I could have done, because Given is a show that is impressively good, and I feel like narratively wise, it's the best of this year. And like, I think that the characters, they may seem strange to you at first. Some of them may seem strange to you at first, but then when you see their stories and their backgrounds, you get them. You understand them. And it's a love story in a musical show. It's a show about music, most specifically about rock music, which is something I am not particularly fond of. Like, I don't hate rock music, I like it, but you guys know I'm a pop person. And Given has this more of a rockish feeling to it, but I feel like the main theme of Given is being able to forgive yourself and give yourself a second chance in life in many aspects. And I think that's what Given showed me in such a beautiful way. I was shocked when I saw it, honestly, because I feel like I was expecting something and I got something way better than I was expecting, in a way that I couldn't deal with it emotionally, because I suffered watching Given, because I saw myself in some of the happenings of the show and in some of the actions of the show, which is hard. And like, sometimes you look at those things and think, am I doing the same thing? Am I going the same route? Can I change like the person changed? Can I do something different like this person is doing? Can I go there? Can I do it? And sometimes questioning yourself and how you live your life is not easy. But Given gave it to me, and I applauded for that. And the song, the Given song, like the song they perform in one of the latest episodes, one of the finisher episodes. I think it's the episode before the last. That song. Moving on, a fourth show I really liked this year, which is probably no surprise, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Kimetsu no Yaiba is being center of attention lately because lots of people are choosing it as anime of the decade, and other people are saying, you can't choose Kimetsu no Yaiba. But honestly, I believe Kimetsu no Yaiba is actually one of the shows of the decade. I really do. I think that I like the manga. Like I stopped when I finished the anime. I didn't even finish the anime. I started reading the manga because I couldn't wait to see what happened. And I feel like Kimetsu no Yaiba is a story that is nicely created with characters that are also believable in a sense, even though there's Zenitsu, pisses me off. But apart from him, I think that overall it has a great story and great characters. So yeah, the manga can work with that because honestly, the art isn't the best. It's not the worst as well. It's beautiful in some moments and simple in others, but it's a good story nonetheless. But then the anime, I think it took it to another level because it was able to get that story, put it into motion, and put something else there, which is the animation. And not only, I think that the whole thing cannot be seen by parts, fragmented, because everything works in Kimetsu no Yaiba to tell the story. You know, the colors, the animation style, the way they use the visual representations of the powers, especially the water, because it's so out of place that creates a totally artistic feeling that I really like. The music, the background music in Kimetsu no Yaiba, girl. You know, I think that it really has its place in amongst the best of the decade. Like all of the ones I'm mentioning here, I think they do deserve their places. But I believe Kimetsu no Yaiba, like being the most popular one, it has a, like, I can understand why people are voting for it, and I don't think people are wrong. It's recent and it's fresher in people's minds. Okay, but they're not wrong in choosing Kimetsu no Yaiba because it's good. It's legitimately good, and it's not a simple work. It's a work that's going to be remembered because it's astonishing. It's impressive. And so just to finish, Kimetsu no Yaiba is an impressive body of work. The manga is also going very strongly. I really like how the manga is going. And I believe that amongst those battle shonen, it's the best. For me. You know, obviously, like all I'm saying here, it's my opinion, but I think that this is among the best works we have in the shonen realm. And I know this might seem a reach for some people, but I'm talking about my own views. So yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba is one of the best shonen ever, to me. And now for the last show, I was debating over choosing Beastars, but I ultimately didn't. Beastars is very good. I finished it today, and it's very good. I really liked it. But no, I'm not choosing Beastars. I am choosing Aikatsu Friends Kagayaki no Juoru. I think that's the name of the second season of Aikatsu Friends, which aired this year. I had an Aikatsu spree this year. I really like this franchise, and the second season of Aikatsu Friends was very good. And Aikatsu Friends, I think, like, in general, it's my favorite Aikatsu from the Aikatsu franchise. Aikatsu Friends is my favorite. And I liked the second season. It's shorter than the others, which is a good thing for me because I really have a hard time watching things that are long. And I believe that it had, like, the thing that Aikatsu Friends does the best in the whole Aikatsu franchise, is the music. Like, the music of Aikatsu Friends really stand out. Differently from the music from the other seasons, that some of them stand out, but most of them are very bland. I think the music from Aikatsu Friends really stands out, and I believe that the songs from the second season were very good. And we had the story of Hibiki and Alicia, and I really liked the story of both of them. They had a very nice chemistry, and they were very different characters from the rest of the cast. So I liked following them, and I liked following their story to recreate their duo, their friends unit. And I believe that it was very beautiful. And even though sometimes there were some things, especially in Alicia's story, that I was like, oh my God. But I forced myself to believe in it, to enter the Aikatsu realm and to enjoy it thoroughly. You know what I mean? Because, like, some things because they mess with the environment and the climate of Alicia's planet. Honestly, like, it doesn't make much sense, but ultimately it created a nice story at the end of the day. I liked it. I had fun with it. I got emotional at the end. Even with Pure Palette was far from being my favorite. But at the end of I Got Two Friends, it was so beautiful seeing them together in their friendship and how they grew and how much they evolved throughout the whole story of I Got Two Friends. And it was very beautiful. Ultimately, this season was very good, and it's amongst my favorites. I loved it, and I think Aikatsu is a franchise that has a lot to offer. I still have to finish Aikatsu Stars. I still have to go back to the first season. I need to watch Aikatsu on Parade, which I'm not. I'm waiting for more episodes for me to binge watch it. And anyways, Aikatsu is just something that I love. And I know I said too much and I didn't even say like key points of those shows, but I just want to leave a little message here for everyone who followed my channel throughout 2019. I had a good year, and I had some bad moments here and there. I had some rough times here and there as well, but my channel is a place that I can come and show myself, show my feelings, show what's on my mind, and I feel free here to talk about what I want and how I want, and to see that there are people that are watching me and that are listening to what I have to say and that are dialoguing with me over Precure or Sailor Moon or other stuff. I'm very thankful, and I'll always be. So I really wish you could stay with me in 2020 because we have so much to share. I think even more than in 2019 because we have more Magical Girls in 2020, like more big Magical Girl shows. And we have Healing Good, we have Star Twinkle, and like there are a lot of things that are happening in 2020. Kylie Minogue, I need to see Kylie Minogue. Oh my god. Please give me tickets. Like I'm gonna get those tickets. I need to get them when they open. But anyway, I just want to say thank you very, very much for being here with me. It's very special. I never believed I was able to communicate like this. And now I feel like it's a part of my life. It's a part of who I am. And I enjoy it. So thank you so much for staying with me. Leo, and Magical Cinnamon. Thank you. That's all I have to say. And please share with me your favorite shows from 2019 in the comment box. Let's keep talking. Happy New Year! May 2020 be the best year of our lives. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's be happy. Let's be free. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.